Drink! Hello and welcome to what is invariably gonna be an awful idea. Because today we are going to play some card games. Specifically, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and Yu-Gi-Oh! But no, these aren't going to be your average everyday duels we're gonna be having, mainly because I don't have friends to play with. No, these are going to be shadow duels. And by that I mean drinking games. More specifically, cocktail making games. That is right, I devised a set of rules for each of these three that will help us more or less randomly craft cocktails and then just pray that they're gonna be any kind of good. Spoiler, they're probably not. We're gonna tackle each of these games in ascending order of complexity. I wonder which one's gonna be last. And then after each one, we're just gonna make the drink. I'm so excited. And for the record, since some of these games may take a hot minute, there will be an extended version of this video available for members in which you can see me fully play through each one of the games, explaining the rules, and since these are probably gonna be awful, instead of putting the recipes in my brand new members only recipe guide, I'm going to write down the rules to each of these games so that you can play at home, play with your friends, the ones I don't have, and spread the joy of making awful cocktails. So without further ado, it's time to duel. First up is Pokemon. Pokemon is, all things considered, a pretty simple card game. There's really only three kinds of cards. You've got your Pokemon, you've got your energy, and you've got your trainer cards. So for this, I decided Pokemon would make a good old-fashioned maker. You've got your base spirit and your bitters. And if you want to, you can pull out your trainer cards and use those as modifiers, so you could pull it out and be like, oh, flip 2 coins, and then have that decide something. Not gonna lie, a lot of these rules were made kind of on a whim, and while I think they're fun, I thought about doing that, but the ones I had readily available weren't really conducive to this idea. So if you want to dig through a massive binder and find all your trainer cards that make sense for this kind of thing, please do so. Add a little more randomness to it. And the phone's just gonna have to be in these shots. I don't really have another way to film this, so we're just gonna have to live with that. And yes, I was a huge Pokemon trading card game fan as a kid. This is clearly only like half of my cards. Most of the types aren't in here. I don't know where that other binder is. And I will say that my one toxic Pokemon trait is that anytime someone mentions that edgy fan game with Delta species, and goes, oh, they invented Alolan forms before Game Freak did. They had Pokemon with different types already. No they didn't. Delta species were a TCG thing. Now that we're past that, I'm not past that, I will never get past that, let's get into making the drink. Very simply, I took each type and assigned each one a spirit and a type of bitters, with one exception. Despite having clearly bought this box of Pokemon cards within the last few years, there's no dragon type energy, and it didn't come with a single fairy type Pokemon. So those kind of share a line, but if you have a fairy type Pokemon card, you can give that its own spirit. Now then, let's drink some Pokemon. For our spirit, we are going to do alchemy, okay. Vodka, okay. A vodka old-fashioned. I forgot I made psychic vodka because of this Psycho Love vodka that I bought at the Lost Bar in Japan. Chris Broad's bar. You can only buy this vodka in Japan, I guess. We're gonna use that because I thought it was funny because I'm going to be taking psychic damage from a vodka old-fashioned. And now for the bitters. At first, I was going to just flip it over and do the one kind, but then I thought that wasn't fun enough. So, considering there's 3 of each kind of energy in this deck, we draw 3 and do 1 dash of each one. Alright, let's hope I shuffled this well enough. We are going to do 1 dash of, oh great, lemon bitters, 1 dash of Angostura bitters. I know the normal off the top of my head. I made normal bourbon and Angostura because I wanted that one. That's normal. And 2 dashes of Ango. Let's go. Alright. This is just kind of gonna be an Angostura old-fashioned, and I'm okay with that. Hint of lemon? That's fine. 2 dashes of Angostura is too normal. Fine, I'll do 1 more. Oh, great. Oh, the hummingbird bitters. Oh, what is that? Rose and citrus. Great. Why am I doing this to myself? Well, here's that, I guess. Alright. Thankfully, for this part of the video, There's nothing really left to say. I just have to make the drink and then tell you if it's good or bad. Probably bad. If you couldn't tell by the drastic change in how bright it is outside, I did do all the card game segments first, and I'm not excited for what's about to happen. So, here we go! And as you just saw, our first drink is going to be a vodka old-fashioned. Weirdly, I think the Angostura is gonna be the odd one out in here. Lemon and citrus and rose, those should all kind of be fine together, and those should be fine in vodka. Again, I'm using this Psycho Love vodka in honor of it being the psychic type Pokemon. I bought this in Japan at the Lost Bar, owned by Chris Broad. They have good drinks. You should go check that out. Not sponsored, obviously. I just had some drinks I liked there. And without further ado, I wish there was a lot more ado to do, because I don't want this. 2 ounces of vodka, and then I didn't want to vary up this part of the recipe. You can, I guess, if you want to do another one that's types of simples, if you have a bunch of simples. There are too many Pokemon types for the amount of simple syrups I have on hand, so I'm just keeping that 1 part normal. 2 dashes of Angostura, 1 dash of lemon, is that? Oh god, okay. I guess 2 dashes of lemon bitters. It really didn't look like the first one took, and that's why I did more, but oh well. I forgot what color these are. Thought that was gonna be a much clearer liquid. 1 dash of hummingbird bitters. Give that a stir. That's a color. Oh, okay. Given the bitters, we're gonna do a lemon peel. Actually, a lot more classic that way. And there you have a monstrosity. No, huh. It tastes like a scented hand sanitizer. Oh my god. But when you get a strong enough whiff of it and it's like, it gets into your mouth a little bit. Oh god. It's like bug spray. Oh, that's what it is. It's like if Bath and Body Works sold bug spray. Oh, how do you even start to fix that? You don't. That's where. No. That's that drink. No. Okay, let me try to tell you something. There's like, the finish is so bad that the beginning, there's no flavor. There's nothing. It is a void. It is just sadness incarnate. It is like drinking straight vodka. There's just nothing there. And then the lemon creeps in, and then you swallow, and it's taking a fistful of potpourri and cramming it into your mouth. There's such a strong alcohol bit at the end. That's the bug spray and the hand sanitizer. What? Oh, why does it do that? There's nothing else to say about that. There really isn't. That's just bad. That is a bad drink. Don't make that. But that's the game. That's what we're here for. We're here to make the game. Oh, God. I really should have split these sections up because I have to go immediately into the next one. And after that, I really don't want to. Fuck. Alright, enjoy the Magic the Gathering segment. I'm gonna have to mentally recover. Up next, Magic the Gathering. Magic is a game that I played briefly in college. I used to have a whole lot more cards than this. I don't know where they went. I think I might have had to give them away or sell them to someone. I don't remember. We're gonna try to make do with what I have because the set of rules for Magic, I think, are actually pretty compelling and very well could be played with other people. I will briefly explain the rules as we go. We're gonna start by separating all of our cards by type. I don't know the game well enough, but I'm pretty sure this is true. If you want to play against each other, then you can throw some instants into each of these 3 piles, just so you can play them and kind of mess with each other's drinks as you go on. But again, I don't have friends, so those are going away. But what needs to happen first is we need to draw a commander. I don't exactly remember the rules of what can be a commander. I think it's just any creature. Maybe it has to be legendary. I don't know. All I know is I put the masked bandits in here because I like them and I want them. Come on, believe in the heart of the cards. Let's go! Oh my god, I swear I didn't do that on purpose. That was first try. Yes! Okay. Let me remember what I assigned to these colors. Gin, whiskey/bourbon, and rum. This drink might be interesting, but proof that I am one with the raccoons. They are me, I am them. Oh my god, I can't believe that actually happened. Heart of the cards, baby. So now that we have our commander, this is where things are gonna change up quite a bit. Much like a proper commander deck, these are the colors that we are going to be using throughout the rest of the game. For example, in my base spirit, there is no chance of me getting vodka or tequila because those are white and blue, and they're not there. Let me get rid of all my white and blue lands here. Do I have no black lands? That's gonna be a problem. Shit, there are gonna be blue lands because blue is the new black, I guess. To honor the actual rules of Magic, we are going to start with one of each land shown on the commander, and then the card's colorless cost in randomly drawn lands of the same 3 colors. Now we move to the first round of selection, the base spirits. Oh fuck. I'm going to draw 7 creatures for my hand, and then decide, much like real Magic, what I want to pay for. Whatever I do, this is either going to be a really light drink, or a really weird mixed one. I'm going to tap 1 red, for an ounce of bourbon, and remembering that nitro fuel, 1 green, 3 colorless, and buy myself an ounce of gin. And that's the end of the round. Now you're probably asking, why not just stop at the 1 ounce of bourbon, have a drink you like that's really light? Well, my dear player, that's because you can't. That's right, in this game, to make it as awful as possible, you have to play until you run out of your hand or you can no longer afford any of your cards. And with no one here to mess up that, we move on to round 2, meaning we move on to sorceries, aka the liqueur section. So in my case, black is coffee liqueur, green is maraschino, and red is sweet vermouth. I have an idea. I think we can pull this off. Take a look at the hand for this turn. Okay. Well, I don't have any black, so the coffee liqueur is out. I think we can make a pretty cool kind of like martini Manhattan blend. That's gonna be half an ounce of each. Can I afford either of these? Hold on, I have to do math. Nope. Great. This is gonna be a very, very bitter martini. 2 and a green. There we go. I have like no enchantments. We're just gonna have to play that one by ear. But our final round is enchantments, aka mixers. For example, black is a soda of my choice, 1 to 2 ounces. Green is lime juice, a 1/4 ounce per card. And red is bitters, which is gonna be the card cost divided by 2 dashes. You don't need to remember that, you just need to see me make it. Tap 1 red and then 4 more. So that's gonna be 5 divided by 2. We'll round up, why not? 3 dashes of Angostura. Oh god, what else? Let's buy another dash, fuck it. I guess lime juice is better than soda. So there's that. Oh god, oh there's still so much. I guess we're doing a full ounce of lime juice. And we have our finished recipe, except it'd be a lot funnier if I did some instants to myself, wouldn't it? I will draw 1 per round, and I will see if I can figure out how to translate these to the game. I didn't think about this part. Destroy target creature. Oh, we're just gonna have a really weak bourbon drink. Tap target creature, draw a card. Maybe if you tap someone's thing, reduce it by half. That's now, oh god, that's now half an ounce of bourbon. Draw a card. Let's go. That is 1.5 ounces of bourbon. That's an acceptable drink now. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. I'm gonna take out some of the lime juice. That's what I'm gonna do. That's almost sort of a real recipe. Almost sort of, kind of. That's something that I can drink, right? Yeah, that'll be fine, I hope. The lime juice might not be great, but otherwise, this is kind of like a Manhattan, I hope. All right, here we go. Hey, real quick, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're enjoying it so far, and I promise the drinks only go downhill from here. So if you are enjoying it, please like, comment, subscribe, do all of the YouTube things. Consider becoming a member to get the rules if you want to play for yourself. And hey, if you do try any of these games at home by yourself or with your friends, please let me know how it went down below. And please let me know if you have any suggestions about how to make the games better for future iterations. Maybe I'll bring some more people in and subject them to this. I don't know. But hey, the only way for you to know for sure is by subscribing. Back to whatever I was doing. Oh boy, wasn't that fun? We are almost making a Manhattan. Almost. What lime juice will do to this, I don't know. But quite honestly, I'm not too hopeful about it. The maraschino, probably fine. Yes, I do keep saying maraschino. I picked that up from How to Drink. His reasoning was maraschino is like the red cherries that we all eat here in America on your ice cream. And maraschino is the Italian Luxardo maraschino. My camera's about to die, god damn it. This is something I'm pretty sure I did put into a Manhattan-like drink the other night. It was very good. I don't know about a full half ounce of it. That's gonna be a little more concerning, but hey, it can't be worse than this was, so without further ado, let's get tapped. Is that what Magic players say when they're all gonna go get wasted? Let's get tapped, bro. Christ. Oh, I've had 3 sips of a drink. Yes, I did go to Burger King. Yes, it was bad. No, it wasn't worse than that. From our hand, we play 1.5 ounces of rye whiskey. What I wrote for red was whiskey or bourbon, so I chose a rye whiskey because that's what you put in a Manhattan generally. We're gonna do only half an ounce of sweet vermouth. Generally, you would do a full ounce, but unfortunately, the other half ounce. Oh god, it's so good in things, but only a little bit of it. Oh. If you like maraschino cherries, don't buy this. You won't like it. We're gonna do a fucking half ounce of this, I guess. 4 dashes of Angostura bitters, and then we're doing only a 1/4 ounce of lime juice. When there's lime juice, you generally shake, but there's so little in here, I don't think it really matters. So I'm just gonna stir. This is already some kind of abomination. I don't think we really need to get that serious about the rules here. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. I am not excited for this. We'll go ahead and garnish it with a Luxardo cherry. And there you have the Commander's Last Regiment. I just like that name because it was a commander deck thing. I'm just stalling because I really don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Oh god! Oh no, the ending! Oh! Ooh! Just like that one. It was bad. It was bad. I didn't like it. And then I swallowed and it got worse. Somehow. It got so much worse. Oh. Okay, first of all, aside from the lime juice, this would have been a pretty decent drink. If you had reduced this by well over half, if you had done just a bar spoon of that, it probably would have been great. That would be a great drink. It'd be a fantastic Manhattan. Oh, that's all you can taste. Just takes over everything. It's so gross. It's so bad on its own. Oh. What is adding just a tinge of bitterness into Hemingway daiquiri, for example? Or that, we'll call it a gin Manhattan so that it makes sense in your head, but a original martini would have used sweet vermouth. We'll get into that at some point. Not today. Today is not the day. I'm too dejected for that because of this. But a little bit of that is fine. That much is not. Do I have to do this again? Like that's not a bit. Like my body is rejecting it every time I swallow. And it's not like I'm gonna vomit. It's the drink is doing that to itself. I swallow it and then the flavor, like you can feel it come back up. It's not like this residual return. It's like you feel it come back at you and it's not pleasant. It doesn't creep. It just walks up to you. It walks up to you and punches you square in the face. It almost tastes like it'll be fine at the beginning. It almost tastes like it's just a weird Manhattan. And then the maraschino just... Oh, that is just vile. Oh, the rye whiskey is doing nothing. The sweet vermouth is doing nothing. The lime juice, shockingly, doing nothing. Actually, that's not true. The lime juice actually cuts through all the roundness of the whiskey and the sweet vermouth, which just makes it a much, much worse experience to feel in your mouth. It feels like it's trying to be a margarita. It tastes like a Manhattan that went very, very wrong. A Manhattan that somehow went rancid. No. Oh, I have no more words for that. I just want to get out of here as fast as possible. One more. One more. Oh, it's like eating rotten cherries. If you know what Luxardo tastes like on its own, you know what this tastes like. That's it. That's it. If you don't know what it tastes like on its own, I implore you never to find out. Let me dig out the cherry. Let's see if the cherry kept any pleasantness in it. Oh, no, that was so bad. I just instinctively almost poured it out immediately, even though I wanted to hold on to it for a shot at the end. I, like, straight up just was Gonna dump it. Holy shit, that's god-awful. Alright, maybe this last segment, if we believe in the heart of the cards, something will come through. I just need anything even slightly better than those. Yu-Gi-Oh! Please don't fail me. Alright, last but certainly not least is Yu-Gi-Oh! This is the one that I personally like to play the most. I wonder if you could tell. That being said, this is also the one that we're kind of going to have to play the most by ear. I know that my plan is going to be filling every zone on the board because it's the most complicated game. It deserves to be the most complicated and honestly probably fucked up drink. As such, we are going to start with our base spirits using our extra deck monsters. Oh my god! Are you... That's my boy! Oh my god. I swear to god, I'm not doing this on purpose. First Masked Bandits, now Emperor Charles the Great. I am the heart of the cards. Another copy of this card is on the back of my phone case. We're off to a strong start. I firmly believe this is gonna be a great game now. But, since we've played our first card, we now have to play our first spell or trap. Our first spell... Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That's gonna go to the graveyard, I guess. I no longer believe in the heart of the cards. I have been betrayed. This deck is out to get me. A ritual monster. A tequila drink. Now we're going to draw and play some normal and effect monsters. Effect monsters are liqueurs and normal monsters are mixers. Draw our 5 cards. Well, I would actually love some lime juice. So I'm gonna summon the dragon dwelling in the cave, which means I now have to summon... Are you kidding me? Damn it! New base spirit. Ooh! Pixies! Rum! Get a new card here. Alright, this is already getting way more complicated. I thought it'd be fun to do this to myself. Hidden within the monsters and the spells and traps are a couple more traps for me. In this case, a Trap Tricks. We are going to draw a Trap Tricks monster, and that's also gonna get added to the drink. Double the rum! Ugh. So there's the other trap I laid for myself. Okay, Maiden of White. I've got a bunch of Blue Eyes monsters here. There's gonna be like no mixers in this by the end. And gin for my rum drink. Draw again. Now I'll actually play a card. God, none of these are great. I've got a terrible idea. Sweet vermouth? And now we have to draw a spell or a trap. Fucking how? Alright, draw a new one. Ooh! I'm gonna play Dark Magician. Actually, you know what? These aren't continuous. We're gonna put those away. And I'm gonna subject myself to a little torture. We're already this far into suffering. We're gonna do one. Okay, another Blue Eyes. I might be able to make a Long Island iced tea here. Survey says more gin, Dark Magic Circle. But here's the issue. He's already there, which means we gotta pull out Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, which is vodka. Oh, yeah, so Pendulum Monsters weren't in the extra deck because I thought it'd be fun to subject myself to some extra mixers and liquor. Bitters. Oh, there's the other one. Simple Syrup. Finally. Oh, great. And I'm gonna destroy this so that we can put 3 new spells there because I hate myself. Oh, look, it's another fucking Pendulum Monster. Did I shuffle these? Lemon juice. Oh my god, this is almost a Long Island iced tea. Monster Reborn. Okay. Monster Reborn. Who can we get back out here? Oh, we're gonna get the tequila. Oh my god. I can't believe I might make a real drink out of this. I'm very excited, actually. Last but not least, we're getting rid of the bitters. Jar of Greed. Draw 1 card. This is taking too long. New one. Mirror... No, this drink has to get made. Greater polymerization. I don't know anymore, man. I don't know what else to do about this. What's the last one? Trap Trick. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Alright, I guess we will do the fucking polymerization. Sandwich. There he is. I love him. We gotta go back into the Trap Tricks. Alright, rum. The rum's back. Fine. The execution was a hot mess. And if I do this again, I will have to rethink how all of the rules work. But we somehow found our way to a Long Island iced tea, sort of. And that's not that bad. Except I now have to drink a Long Island iced tea. Fuck. Well, as disastrous as the gameplay element of that last segment was, we did sorta kind of almost end up with a real drink. Yes, we are missing the triple sec in a Long Island iced tea, a drink invented for a competition to include triple sec, but otherwise, we're there. We got rum, we got vodka, we got tequila, we got gin, we got soda, we got lemon juice, and we got simple syrup. Again, all that's missing is the triple sec, and we do have extra rum, but this might be okay. I can't see why it wouldn't be, except for the thing I'm gonna subject myself to, but other than that, it's fine. This is a real drink. Here's the thing though, because we have 2 times the rum, I thought it'd be fun. Why do I keep doing this to myself? If we didn't just use white rum, but also black rum. It's fun, we're having fun here tonight. Oh, fuck. We're just gonna get into it, man. 3/4 of an ounce each of black rum, white rum, vodka, tequila, gin. Do I have 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice? We're about to find out. Lemon juice was a little more than 3/4 of an ounce, but oh well. 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, because this is 2 to 1, so I'm just reducing it a little bit. If you have 1 to 1, it's also 3/4 of an ounce. And we're gonna top it with some Burger King Coke. I was supposed to mix that, I forgot. Oh well. Cause it's such a quality beverage already, I can't believe I did this. Oh, that just, oh god. That also looks vile. Is this what you all wanted? Are you happy now? My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards. Oh. How could it be so much worse? I already don't love a Long Island iced tea. It's too much. And it's somehow worse. I don't know if it's because it's missing the triple sec or because it has the black rum. That's a lie. It's because of the black rum. I can tell instantly it's because of the black rum. It's got too much funk to play well with all the others. All of these, the point is that when put together with the Coke and all that, you can't really taste them. Black rum, you can taste. I usually love black rum, but what is there to say? You know what it tastes like? Oh my god. For a brief moment, Buffalo Wild Wings had a Long Island iced tea made with their exclusive Mountain Dew flavor. The Mountain Dew Legend was the legendary Long Island. That tastes almost exactly the same. That just awoke something in my brain. No. I can't tell if it needs something or it needs less. Probably both. Is there any way to salvage that? I'm thinking desperately. It wants to be rum and Coke so bad, and it's not allowed to. Maybe it's the Burger King Coke that's not helping, but oh my god. It's like if a rum and Coke turned rancid. That's the theme of tonight, is rancid. It's bad. Don't do this. Don't randomly select your cocktail ingredients. It's not fun. Maybe it'd be fun if you were with other people and like you were forcing each other to make weird drinks. That might be fun. I don't know. I don't have friends. This is just sad. That's all this is. Is it sad? The drinks are bad and I'm mad at myself for thinking of this idea. There's nothing else to say. The tequila, ugh. The tequila's so strong. The tequila stinks right at the top of everything. For my own sanity, I need to stop. Alright, this has been a nightmare. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this because holy shit, did I not. If you want to see this idea again, please let me know. If you have any recommendations about how I could maybe polish up the rules for another version of this, please let me know. If you want to see me drag someone else into this and force them to play the game against me and bring them into the shadow realm, please let me know. I would love to not have to suffer alone. But this is actually the first of a TCG 2-parter. This was the first idea. The second idea is going to be basing drinks off of cards themselves. So if you are seeing this video before the next one comes out, go to my Twitter. You can recommend your favorite Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, or Yu-Gi-Oh card, and I'm gonna try to make drinks based on the card's art and the vibe and the lore, and I don't know. But I know that it's gonna be fun, and it will most certainly be a lot better than this was. hell, anything is a lot better than this was. It's all uphill from here. And hey, if you had fun, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all of the YouTube things. If you become a member, you will get access to my brand new exclusive cocktail guide, which will include the rules to these games, as much as there are rules to the Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon one. I want to polish up the Yu-Gi-Oh! One. That one will be better. The Magic the Gathering one, I think the rules are actually pretty solid. I think that one has a lot of potential. I just don't own enough cards to make it work at the moment. So, hey, becoming a member will help me fund buying more cards to make this a better reality. Who knows what I'm gonna do next? I certainly don't. But if you are a member, you will get early access to it either way. And hey, if you play any of these games for yourself or with your friends, please let me know down below. So thank you one last time for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I need to go. Never think about it again.